Welcome back, Flare community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. Yes, it is time for the weekly news update where we cover everything that's significant that's been happening on both the Songbird and the Flare network. Now, some of you may actually notice that this is a recording and not actually a live stream. I'm pretty busy. My schedule's action-packed for the next week, which is why next week there isn't going to be a live stream, but we're back in full effect the following week after. So with that out of the way, we're going to jump straight in, and we're going to start here with this post from AU, formerly known as FTSO AU. From Epoch 274 onwards, providers running the FDC, which is the Flare Data Connector suite, will earn 35% of the network inflation. From a user's perspective, no changes are required. However, you may want to confirm that your provider, that they are up and running. So, if you didn't know, the FDC, the Flare Data Connector, is responsible for attesting transactions on external networks, such as Bitcoin, XRP, and Dogecoin. And this helps with the whole F-asset system because these transactions need to be verified, and they can't be verified on the Flare network because they're not happening on the Flare network. Now, how do you check that? Well, you can go over to the Flare System Explorers, and if you go on to Providers and click on to Advanced and Minimal Conditions, you're going to see here what they're actually supporting. So this is, I guess, very important for those who want to ensure that they're getting the most rewards. And most of the popular names you can see here are actually contributing. There's a few here. Test. Obviously, that's not one you delegate to. Lena Instruments is actually falling behind because I believe that they was actually a top performer back in the day. Restake, don't stake with them. Stake Capital, Stakeway. And then you get to the bottom here where it's a load of no names. Anchor, I'm actually surprised, and also Encode Club that they're not supporting. But Focus, TSO here, and then a lot of them are just anonymous signal providers or infrastructure providers. But if you want to delegate to someone and earn the best rewards, you need to make sure all of these are green, and definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Onto the rewards here. I'm trying a different method here. So we're looking at the rarity here from, the reward rate, primary. This is for obviously the Flare Time Series Oracle, the FTSO. In first place, it's EDP FTSO. In second place, we have ACDT FTSO. Third place, Price Kraken. Fourth place, Evolve FTSO. And in fifth place, we have Atlas FTSO. So congratulations to all those making it into the top 5 this week. Moving on to NFTs here. This is xHaven, the most popular marketplace at the time. And yes, the weekly charts topping them is Block Bonez. In second place, it's the Focus Pass. Third place, Smuggler Chimps, recently launched and powered by Digital Dynamics. Fourth place, the Canary Reborn Gold NFT. And in fifth place, it's the Block Bonez traits. Moving on into the main news. Of course, this is one of the best days of the month if you are a holder of WFLR, that's Wrapped Flare, or if you're participating in any of the qualifying DeFi platforms. It's time for the monthly Flare drop. Yes, just 10 hours ago, you were eligible to claim your allocation, your allocation of this month's Flare drop, which came in at 2.39%. Very generous indeed. this is flare drop 25 of 36. And if you go to the page here, this is flare.network/flare drops. You can find out all about the flare drops. And if we go down, you can see just how far we are through them. We're over 2/3 of the way here. Of course, these are the remaining dates. And yeah, I think there's going to be some interesting outlooks for when these actually end, because you've got some people saying the rewards are too much and they're causing sell pressure. And I think these will be the same people that say that the rewards are not enough once they stop. But either way, it's going to be an interesting time. And if you're here claiming the rewards, then congratulations. You can compound to great effect, especially when participating in the Flare Fair. This is news from Chainbase. Unlock the power of Flare Network's data with Chainbase Manuscript. Access decentralized, high-integrity, on-chain data to fuel your decentralized applications. Now, this announcement and the next one is going to be targeted towards developers that may want to access some of the data on the Flare network. Maybe things such as transactions or wallet amounts or wallet creations, active users, all that kind of stuff. But this is a great tool for developers if you are interested. On a similar vein, we have this announcement also coming from Flare this time. Welcome a GoldSky.io as Flare's primary indexing partner, trusted by Polymarket, POAP, Unichain, and many more projects you know and love. GoldSky is integrating with Flare networks to empower developers with live streamed data and high performance subgraph hosting. So again, this surrounds all of the transactional data. And this one in particular, GoldSky, is doing this in real time. So who knows, maybe I build something that can help visualize the current state of the Flare network. That's going to be potentially a side project for another day, but we continue with the news here. Yes, this is talking about the reward Flare epoch, which did just end, I believe, on the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So 3 days ago at the time of this video being posted. And yes, if you are participating in the Flare Fair, go over to portal.flare.network and start claiming them sweet RFLR rewards. These are very generous, with some of them in the high 80s, 90s, even 100% plus APYs. And this is to incentivize people to bridge stablecoins and participate in the ever-growing DeFi ecosystem on the Flare network. And I hope you're included in that. PlaySwap have announced that their RFLR rewards are claimable. So has Kinetic, and so has Enosis. I believe SparkDex has too. Moving on here, xDeFi. This is one of my favorite applications on the Flare network because they are utilizing the FTSO, the Flare Time Series Oracle, to power their futures trading platform. And if you're yet to do so, it's definitely worth checking out. It may seem a little bit intimidating at first with the contracts and how futures work, but it's definitely worth delving into if you haven't already, and getting some exposure to some new tools that are built on the Flare network. Speaking of new tools, this is from Kinetic Markets. ISO Market Testnet. This was launched on Coston, but I believe it has actually just launched on the Flare network too. So you may be wondering what ISO markets are. Well, that stands for isolated markets, and this is what Jake said here. He said it's essentially a completely separate lending market that we can include more risky assets to without affecting the stability of the regular markets. I'm yet to try this out. I'm probably going to give it a whirl sometime soon. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. This is from SparkDex. Team Finance's liquidity locker is now live on SparkDex. So this is a way that projects can lock up liquidity for their native assets. So Flare ecosystem projects and teams can now lock their tokens in liquidity pools on Flare via the decentralized exchange. Now, these liquidity pools do come with some certain parameters, like how long they can be locked up for, and this is to safeguard you as an investor in a new project where the team's allocation cannot just be dumped at any instant. It's a way to protect you, and this is very much a welcomed tool. I'm yet to try it out myself or look at any of the interactions with this, but it's something I'm definitely interested in. Right, moving along here. This is from Sceptre. Exciting news from Flare Networks for Flare Network developers. Custom SFLR feed is now live on the Flare Time Series Oracle. Of course, SFLR stands for Staked Flare, which you can actually create by swapping your Flare into Staked Flare via the Sceptre platform. And this unlocks direct, reliable pricing for SFLR, enabling faster and more innovative integrations for your protocols. I was actually considering implementing this into Block and Bonez because, of course, we do offer dynamic aspects to not just Block and Bonez, but also digital dynamics. And I'm going to hold off because we also have F assets just around the corner, hopefully, and I'm going to add them all into the same package. And I think this is really important that developers actively pursue these novel integrations. And that's certainly what I'm doing with Block and Bonez and digital dynamics. If you are holding a fully fused Block and Bonez NFT, you can now claim your rarity-based rewards. So this is missions and rewards based on the rarity of your NFT. This month alone, we've given away $7,500 worth of assets in this current epoch. This is month 3 of 18, and every single month, these reward emissions increase by 100,000 FLR. So by the 18th month, we're going to be giving away 1.8 million FLR to fully fused Block and Bonez holders. Let that sink in a little bit. This is an absolute behemoth of a project, and I'm extremely proud to have developed it, and even more proud to see it as the best-selling collection of all time on the Flare network. Block and Bonez is powered by Digital Dynamics. This is a tool set that I've built myself, and we're also expanding to allow other artists to launch using this tool set. And just today, there's been a new development, and that is the trait store that has opened, or sorry, the trait packages where you can buy a package of traits. That's 5 traits with 1 package, and this is what it looks like. They're instantly revealed so you can find out the rarity, and essentially in the near future fuse them to your base layer. This is an example of the Smuggler Chimps project launched by Smug, and he's very excited to see this collection come to life. And if you are interested in purchasing a Euro trait package or a Smuggler Chimps package, you can find it all on the Digital Dynamics website. And there is some other news as well, actually. I actually launched my own NFT marketplace specifically for those that hold Digital Dynamics traits. Now, if you are planning to buy or sell Digital Dynamics traits, this is the best place because there is only a 10% fee, and that does include the royalties. You instantly get dynamic rebates. So this is a native asset that powers the ecosystem of Digital Dynamics. You get collector royalty share for the fully fused. If you're holding a fully fused NFT, you're going to get a share of these marketplace fees. The Block and Bonez buy and burn. And yeah, it's very impressive. And in fact, maybe we can just have a quick peek at it here. Go back to digitaldynamics.co.uk, click on the marketplace. And if you just connect your wallet here. And if we scroll down, this is what it looks like. These are all the Block and Bonez NFTs. And every time something is bought or sold here, you actually get a transaction that burns the Bonez asset, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Lots listed. These are obviously the Smuggler Chimps here. Quite a few listed from people opening these trait crates. And yeah, I'm just going to be exciting to see how this marketplace evolves over time. Moving along here, the last word here is regardless of the noise, regardless of the market conditions, I will continue to build on the Flare network, and I have done for many years. And it all started with the Lucky Claw project, and we're still giving away 50,000 FLR every single month. And again, this is another project that I'm very proud of, and it was my first, I guess, decentralized application, and it really highlighted the ability, I believe, ushered a lot of people and creators to leverage the assets that are generated from the flare drops to reward holders. And that's what Block Bonez is about, and that's what Digital Dynamics is about. So I really do hope you enjoyed this stream and follow me on this journey. I do appreciate everyone for watching and those who subscribe and like the videos. That is pretty much it for this week. Like I said, next week I'm not going to be here, unfortunately, but the following week we're going to be back to business as usual. So with that out of the way, please enjoy the rest of your week and, of course, the upcoming weekend. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.